Class is in session. The Brofessor is in. What's happening, y'all? Today, we are going to be checking out KO, the Relentless one, and we are going to put on some fun new toys with him. So I'm going to run him a couple of ways. You can see from the strap here that I have on what the Rock is cooking, so we can reload that purple move every time we break some reds. I got some Fury 2s, so that's 80% plus for that, and this metal right here has another 22%. So we're going to be adding roughly 102% more gem damage, so you can actually buff this even higher than what I have it here, but just wanted to give a sense of how hard he can hit, because if you do not have anyone at 6-star silver and you do have KO at 5-star gold or 6-star bronze, he can still do a lot of damage if, and this is important, if you've moved up your trainers to do some more damage. So one of the things that you can do, let's put this back out here so I can stream it out, is if you make your red gem damage coach, the tech Stacey Kiebler, Ms. Kiebler, to 21k, she will do 12,000 more damage per red gem. So that is going to buff very nicely for KO. If you don't have the Macho Man, then you can put anybody else on there instead. So it's up to you whom you would like to put on instead. I went with double MP coaches just so I can get them started on turn 1. You can also put in Jinder for more traps. You can put in another red coach if you really wanted to as well too. So it depends on how you want to start them. I'm just going to show this right here because for a feud, especially for the first feud that we're going to have this weekend, the first feud of the month, MP perks, and I'll show the perks in a second, are going to be a little bit different. But we're going to run the double trap with the super kick, and we're going to let that run out. If you've seen this before, if you've seen KO before, you know how all of those moves work. But for perks this month, if you get your offensive perks maxed, I don't think anyone will have enough to get their defensive perks maxed, which means that you will actually get a plus 2 MP, which means all of your moves for KO are ready to go turn 1. So let's go up against Ricochet. It's the only 6-star I could find, and of course, he is going to at least dodge one of my moves, but that's what we sort of have to deal with. We are going to put our trap gems on the board, and we're also going to use a couple of props to make sure that he doesn't go off turn 1 and fill the board with all of his moves. So I'm just going to use 2 props just to show you sort of how hard he can hit turn 1 and then hopefully turn 2. So I've gotten him up to about 15 million or so turn 1 and over 30 million on the second cycle of all of these. So hopefully we can show that again. It's taken me a lot of different different tests through this to show you. But look, we're getting some good turn 1 smacking. Still slaps at 6-star. And now, so that just did 8.5 million down to 7, and he couldn't kick out. So I wasted some props. Another match. I've already had my set of turns, so I'm going to try to do this. So I have both kinds of traps still on the board. I'm actually going to drop his moves. So hopefully we can do a really big smack this time. I do have some extra gem damage. So there's still some more of this trap gems right here that we can use. So I'm going to put these down. There's some of them on the board already. I've already broken some, so I think I have 3 of them ready to go right now. And hopefully we can do a really big extra smack this time around. All right. Show the viewers that I'm not lying. That's a big smack right there. All right, we are getting all the traps now. Yeah, there we go. And that just hit for over 20 million. And that didn't even break all the gems that were on the board. So you can see what I mean. The second time around, that was the second time that I hit it. You're going to hit for a high amount as well. So let's go on to the Titan moveset and see how that one works. All right, so this time we're going to bring in KO. We're going to bring in the Titan plate and just sort of see how this Titan plate makes possibly a difference with the moveset and the build. We've kept in Super Stacey. We've brought in JBL to make more blast gems. We also brought in this zombie Triple H in order to just bring down these purple moves so I don't have to keep using props on them. But again, you can put more gem damage in that place or just keep the MP down for whomever you are playing against. And we're going to start with purple with Woods up on the first turn. I'm going to get rid of his yellow moves so we can get started this way. And hopefully, typically what you would want to do is get a yellow match on turn 1, which we don't have. So I'm actually going to save the blast gems for turn 2. We actually might save it for one more turn. Why don't we do that? That way all of our moves are ready to go this next turn. Oh, now he's all ready to go. Excellent. All right, well, this should be fun. Because why wouldn't all of his moves be ready to go? Why wouldn't you let them all go? All right, well, let's see the power of this one cycle through, and then we'll do it as power with the second cycle through. All right, so we have down here with these blues some blasts. And that right there just did 23 million. And you can imagine the next time through putting another set of the blast gems down, putting another set of these two down would just do even more damage. So you can see just how much more powerful this is. That's just one cycle of the Titan plate and all of the gems. So Stacey Kiebler adds a much more powerful element to this. So we decided to try this another time, and here's what we're going to do. I'm actually not going to take the red match on turn 1. I'm going to take away his ability to go. There we go. So let's get these two moves ready to go. So we made a yellow match, so that way we can get all our traps down. And now that's beautiful. That's what we want to do. So 2 traps hit on some purple. So we want to make a purple or a yellow match on this turn here. We got our purple match. We're going to destroy a bunch of gems on here. And hopefully we'll get a second turn at this. And good. So he breaks some traps. So now all of our turns are loaded. We have boost times 3, as you saw that pop up on the screen. All right, let's do a big hit. Let's see how hard this is going to hit this time around. So this is going to be our 3rd turn, but our 2nd cycle through. We'll turn this down, not super slow, but just slow enough so we can get a sense of how hard this is going to hit. We actually have a blast in red right there. All right, let's get a nice big cascade, show the people at home what we're dealing with here. And so that hit for 32 million, reduced to 29. So you can see that you don't need to bring KO up to 6-star silver. And if you do run into any 6-star silvers, KO with a Titan plate is going to do some massive damage for you. So y'all know what to do. Like, subscribe, share. This has been a fun little class testing out KO with the new Stacey Kiebler. Brofessor out.